Okay, and I am recording.
Gotta drop your hand, please, and raise your head up. Gotta long the game father. If Toasty was a person, eh? So today I'm gonna tell my story on the best worst year ever. I consider best worst year. It was a series of just
Unfortunate events.
But it still was the best year ever. I don't understand. But the best worst year. So this is the story on how I lose my 2 front teeth back then. But I tying 2 stories into one. So let me tell my story. So it goes as follows. In 2004, you listen to the story, Cabo. In 2004, he wasn't even my pack of peanuts yet.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't in existence.
Not taught.
So in 2004, on New Year's Day, Daddy decided to go and spa. Right. And Daddy go to spa by some partners. Richard Walker, Ryan Walker, Rodney Walker, the Walkers, Johnny Walker family, right?
Lord.
And they're living in the valley. But where they're living in the valley is on a hill. And the hill have a garage. And in the garage, the driveway cover, it have a slope like this, watch man, like this. And the whole ground painted oil paint and rain fall. So when you walk, you slip and you can fall down. And Daddy and the partners get the great idea that we're going on spa. So we spying, having fun, and Daddy hit Richard and watch Gary. Pow! And step back laughing so. And as I step back, Cabby, this back foot slip. And as I slip in, Richard advancing with a punch. Two down to the belly. But when I slip in and I'm going down, my two down reach. Yeah. So Daddy laughing so ha ha ha. And this hand come to block the punch, but the next hand had to break the fall. So in doing all that at the same time, ha ha ha. This hand slip, block the punch, and I bite the ground so. Bang. And this teeth break all the way out from the root and come out and fall on the ground and it break in half. And the next tooth break in half and turn around. When I see that, you're gonna get up so, oh shucks, I need plate. And I start to laugh and them start to laugh. And it's blood gushing all over the place. You see blood just falling out from the hole. So we end up rushing to the emergency hospital by Cookery, by the walkover. There was 7 days hospital there. We went there. And we get one of the doctors to come out. Say, hey, the doctor, all they walk with the tooth? He say, yeah, we had the tooth. She say, all they wash on the tooth? He said, no, you wash on the tooth. Here, what the dentist say? Push it back here. So my partner have to lift back my head like this. And I'm going to show you how long a tooth does be. This is how long it is from the root. Let me show you.
Oh my goodness.
This is how long it is. See that? So my partner will hold back my head so, push back my head so, and stick this thing up in my mouth.
Oh, that's his big of that partner.
Watch now. I'm feeling this thing going all up in my nose.
Wow.
Because you know it's long. I feel it going quite up in there, and then this front part break off. So this part of the tooth broken, so it didn't have, but oil coming from the root good. What? When you chuck it back in, Cabo, get the dentist, straighten it. So my partner, the one that twists around, he straighten it, and then he straighten the next one. And all they could do is send me home. Yeah. All they could do is send me home on New Year's Day with 2 teeth jingling like checkers. The 2 teeth just jingling in my mouth too. And all that they have to do is gargle salt water to try and let the gum hold the teeth back. So Daddy walking around with some jingling teeth in the mouth. If I only cough, the teeth get bent up.
Wow.
And it in half.
Wow.
When the gum heal and hold back the teeth, I think it was like 6 weeks or something like that to wait. 6 weeks or 8 weeks. I went back by the dentist. And going back by the dentist, what did I do? Going back by the dentist now, the dentist then decided to do root canal. Yeah, root canal. It's not canal in the drain. That's it. So the teeth, they drill in the middle of the teeth and they take out the nerve.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they seal it back and then they file it and prep it for crowns.
I would just say, right? I just want to say this. If this was you as a barber before and you used to talk all this talk, I could imagine how long
Listen to me, when this story going good in the barber shop, you don't know that. What this story going good in the barber shop,
I could imagine how long fellas can wait for a haircut.
The whole barber shop listening to this story now.
Really?
So, the teeth breaking off, they did the root canal carvo, they file it, and then you see like how them T-Rex handles be so? Watch.
Tiny.
Yeah, tiny. That the teeth are like some little tiny little spikes and like them T-Rex hands. Yeah, it's the two front teeth. And then they do a temporary crown that they take and they make and they put over the teeth down. So the temporary crowns on the teeth, and it's there for a while because it comes and they heal back properly, and then we have to do the permanent fixture and they send it to me. Now that being said, in the process of that happening, I pump in no more because you know I have no shape. Now this leads me into another story. So one story leading to the next story. At the point in time where I was living, in the back of me had a lot of violence taking place, real violence. Remember at that point where it had some fellas who break out of the jail in Port of Spain and one of them get killed in the hospital because he had a grenade and the grenade fall in the canal. Those individuals was from the back by me where I live in, and they was doing a set of wrong outside and coming back home and people coming in the area looking for them and whatnot. So my grandfather, step-grandfather, he was liming high up the road from them fellas, and see one who died with a grenade thing in the hospital. He see fellas crossing the savannah coming, and he done say, nah boy, them looking what kind of way he take off and he gone. So everybody has just sit down there, them oblivious to what going on happen. What? Gunshots start to riddle. Everybody had to run and dive and scatter. And Alpha now, trying to run in a yard to hide so cargo. And the bullet hit him boom in the hand. And he gets shot in the shoulder here. And the whole hand went dead like this. Yeah, that happened. For real. And he was hospitalized. And I go to visit the man in the hospital. Boy. True story, Gabby. So daddy going in the hospital, right? And daddy watching all these people with only gunshot wounds. And I am seeing a man lying down in a bed in a traction. If you don't know what traction is, I'm going to show you. So your shin bone, they drill in a piece of steel through your shin bone, and they tie in string on the ends, and they tie up to a contraption with weights down at the bottom to pull your leg. So they didn't die, they did their traction trying to heal. So daddy in the hospital visited Alva and seeing this thing, and you know what daddy seeing? I seeing myself lying down in a bed with this traction on my foot. I swear. I don't know if you want to call my Obia man or Sia man. I have these premonitions. How are you getting this conversation? One of the premonitions I had that I told you guys something that I'm going to marry that woman out there because I saw a picture she has a child and some say you go and marry that woman out there. And I'm like, what kind of shit is this happening? But things like that happen to me a lot. I don't know what you call it, but yeah, that has just happened to me. And I saw myself lying down in one of them beds.
See the lotto.
I was trying to see the numbers. Is she coming from? What the way is that one by? So, see myself lying down in this bed, and because I know how much these things happen when I see them, that shaped me, boy. For 2 weeks, I just walking around like with a zombie on my back, boy. Wow. Disturbed, because I know when I see these things, they tend to come to fruition. And I just disturbed about the whole matter now. And there was a party called Watercolors. Yeah, there's a water festival Chinese laundry used to keep. It was a big thing in the savannah. When you go, it's real vibes. And the girlfriend I had then, I ain't trying to duck shit over watercolors. Really and truly, I go in the temple waste, me don't want nobody bother me. I go in watercolors. So the same Ryan, the same Johnny Walker family, my clothes already by them. So when I leave barbering, because I used to do barbering then, as you could clearly see, as I leave the barber shop, was to go by them, change, and straight watercolors. We done ready, we prime up, we ready to go. Good. Take it done by, everything done day. Me don't know what Jumpy sent this girl. But this girl just outside the barber shop stand up waiting. Me know that she get 6 cents and then going watercolors and he ducking me because I tell she feeling sick. You know, he said I tell me little white lie to get out of things at times. But boy, that didn't work this time. So madam outside the barber shop waiting on me. As soon as I just saw the barber shop, who I can see standing up, I said, hey boy, I can't go nowhere again. I have to live up to the lie. I'm feeling sick. Let me go home. So I have to go home with her now. Where the barber soon located is literal walking distance from home and walking distance from Ryan and them. So in both ways, it's 2 minutes so, 2 minutes so I'm home, or 2 minutes so by Ryan and them. So I had to go home with her. So walking home, and I reached the savannah, because I had to cross the savannah to home. And back then, the savannah had no lights. None whatsoever. The savannah was black. And they didn't put any lights. They didn't put any lights in savannah. So you cross in savannah, the savannah dark, and you're walking across the walkway. And something said, and I turn around. When I turn around, Cabo, I am seeing a man pulling out a gun, pulling a mask over his face, and coming up to your daddy. Now, the girl I was with then, I started to push her, walk fast. Because I seen the man with the gun coming. So the man with the gun come and he run up on me, hey, don't move. I said, brother man, now this time I'll be back. I have a gold chain, take gold chain on my neck, money in my pocket, and here, you know, you hear the scratching like how they get scratching you. He was scratching me, so I take off my jersey because I almost home. The man say, don't move. I said, brother man, wherever them one down so, I not in that. I not mix up in that kind of gang violence and the back and all them doing, I not on that. I tell him straight, wrong person. He say, here what going on? Empty your pocket. So when daddy dip in the pocket and pull out, daddy pull out a whole bunch of money. Whole big pile of money here. So the man watched the money show. Because back then was $5 for a haircut and $10 for a haircut. A haircut and shave might have been $15 or $20. So that's how cheap a haircut was then. So it's a whole bunch of $5, $10 and $20. And the man say, what you just do? Thinking I just sell drugs. I said, brother man, I is a barber. I work in the barber shop on the road. He said, yeah, what going on? Bust that chain off your neck. Now, by this time, the man take the gun from this hand and put the gun in his left hand. And take the money with his right hand and the gun like this. So that thinking now he could go and grab the man's hand with the gun and beat him up. That is what I'm thinking because I did karate. Now, like daddy entered the matrix. Daddy said, no, I'm not going to bust the chain off. I'm going to hand in the chain. So I already say if I unbuckle the chain and I put a hand in it, you have to open the hand to get it. So which means I will get close enough to grab him. So daddy like he entered the matrix. Why? But listen, I'm telling you the story. So while daddy taking off the chain, like everything just slowed down like I entered the matrix. Everything I just seen, everything going real slow. I thinking faster than I moving. And in the process of me taking off the chain and leaning forward, I don't say, okay, Annelie might get shoot. But if she gets shoot, what you going and tell she mother boy? And that is why I started to say to myself, because I'm watching the gun in his left hand, because remember the gun in the left hand. So which means the gun on that side. So I already watching, I could grab that hand with the gun and beat him up good and proper. What? In the process of me thinking all of that and saying, if she should why go and tell she mother, I do not and stop like this. The man jump back. Hey, don't move, don't move, don't move. Joy. Your daddy threw the chain for him. He do so. What she have? So when I turn my head to see if she have on any jewelry, I said, now, but she not going to go away. And he corner of my eye, I just started to see fire. I started to dance. The man pulled the trigger. And the bullet hit that leg. Pop! Let me show you. Right here, it, man. Pop! And this whole leg shatter the bone. And this leg spin around. I looking like one of them dwell. You know them dwell? Yeah. This leg facing in the back. And I fall down on the ground. Boom! And I lie down on the floor and I say, boy, wait, Father Lord. This is what I want to die, boy. Nah, boy, I can't die so, boy. And I just call out to the Lord, boy. What? The man just take the gun, put the gun back in his waist, and go on the way. Now the girl I was with, she just started frozen biting nails. And I had the floor now reaching across and I did so, hey, go and tell Mama get shoot. Go and tell Mama get shoot. I had to stretch and hit she on she foot for she to come out of the days. Go and tell Mom I get shoot. So she go on across the savannah now to go and tell Mom and then don't get shoot. And I had gone there by myself in the savannah in the dark, trying to move and start the ball, ball out in pain. And them fellas around here, hey, somebody ball, know what going on. And they come running across the savannah to see what happening. And sees me on the ground cargo. And say, boy, and you don't get shoot there, boy. And them fellas who in the thing start to mobilize and they go on to looking for who. But by that time the man done gone away, right? Reaching the hospital now. Now this way get interested. Reaching the hospital now, the cargo James. And instead of they come out with a stretcher to collect me, guess what they come out with? A wheelchair. Yeah. So I had to sit down in emergency in a wheelchair. Now by this time, my leg swelled up big so because it had no blood. The blood was bleeding internally. So that the leg got fat like this and the pants couldn't come off. Now back then, Daddy never used to wear jockey shorts. Daddy never liked to wear jockey shorts. None. So
that is why Daddy have all them holy jockey shorts. Yes, I'm afraid to throw away jockey shorts.
Yeah. I was traumatized. I don't throw away shorts now. So Daddy never used to wear jockey shorts, and then hear what my great grandmother used to say. Two things you must always have, or always make sure correct. Your jockey shorts good, and your bed makeup. Your jockey shorts, old people say, your jockey shorts, make sure you have on good underwear and your bed makeup because you never know what could happen. One time I heard my grandmother sing in my ears. Reaching the hospital now, after sitting on the stretcher a while cargo, they decide to get one of them beds, one of them stretcher beds, something to lie down on. So from the wheelchair went on the stretcher bed, and right there in front of everybody, the doctor come and the doctor say, cut off the pants. Remember the pants couldn't pull down because the leg too fat. So they started to cut off the pants of them and say, hey, wait, I want a jockey shorts. I want a jockey shorts, wait. Everybody go see my go. So they cut it on the side and they left me there waiting to go for X-ray and all that. After a while, the cargo, they end up getting me on one of the wards. They went and move and shift and get me on a ward. Going up on the ward, I thinking I go and get operation, nothing cargo. No operation. You know what they do? Guess what they do? Right there in the hospital where everybody lie down on the ward, the doctors came with something like a twister. With a long point, with a long stick on it like this. And they come, they inject my leg here, and they inject here. And they take a knife and just cut off the skin. And when they cut off the skin, I see my bone. And the rest they pin on the bone, and they start to turn this thing. And while they turning it, my whole leg twisting this way. Your daddy start a ball. I start a ball down the place like a madman. Yeah, this was worse. Because this whole leg twisting this way now. I started to cuff them. I started to pelt. I started to spit. I started to curse. I started to, because I'm in pain. And they do nothing for this pain. And the whole leg twisted. After a while, I tell one of the doctors, press here, press here. So the doctor started to press the leg, so the leg wouldn't twist. And then they wind it, and like it was stuck. And then they started to tap it, and then it come through. And then they take the knife, dig out the skin, and then pound it through, and it have a whole pin. A whole long pin through my leg like this. Yeah, kid you not. I cry, and right here, they take they inject it, and then they stick a tube in it. They stick a tube in my leg to drain all the blood out, and it had a bag catching all the blood that coming out. Next to the bullet. That is the bullet right there. That is the operation. I'll get to that part. So daddy had a bag in my leg, draining all the blood, then traction. I cry, I go until I pass out. Now what made my ball even more? The next morning when I get up, remember I tell you I like this, I just see things. Like no Obeah vibes, but I just, whenever I see, whenever premonition I get, it tends to happen. Wake up the next morning, the car and the exact vision I saw, when I opened my eye, that is what I seen. I started to bawl down the hospital like a madman. Oh! Because that is what I was seeing, and that bothered me for 2 weeks, and the day that it come out my head is the day that it happened. Stay in the hospital for a very long time. Now, with the traction, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. With the traction, watch this. When the traction going in your shin bone, it just pull the bone off the other bone like this. Because what happened in my foot? The bullet lodged in a fragment of the bone, and the bone shattered. So it shattered and it flat. So the traction pulled the leg back like this here. So the leg was like this. It eased some of the pain, but daddy can't poop because I can't get off the bed. So it have a monkey bar and to pull up my body for them to slide a bedpan underneath my bum bum. Yeah, for me to poop. Now I am so much pain because every time I try to slide up, the bone like it's slipping and doing this, going back on top of the other one. So it's pain. My belly get big. Don't laugh, it get big and hard because I can't poop because I'm in pain and I'm holding this poop. After a while when I couldn't take it, it had a male nurse. His name was Passad. Big up you, Passad, big up your whole self. I say it again, big up your whole self. If you're still doing nursing, big up you. Mr. Passad come the car. I want to say, amen. Hold on. So yeah, Passad come. And Passad helped put one hand under my bum bum and help me lift up my bum bum and slide the bedpan under. When daddy put on that poop, Cavo, it was a big one.
Giant?
Huge poop. The hospital.
Yeah, why do you know that these books think all the time?
How you ain't getting my story?
Is it true?
It was a big one, Cavo.
A giant?
Giant. The hospital.
Giant?
Oh gosh, it was a big load of poop. Not the average load, it was huge, it was plenty. And everybody in the ward sat the only body, oh God! Okay! Is that one man? That man died there, boy. What's going on with that man there, boy? Because the poop was bad, Cam. When I mean bad, it was really, really bad. Because I hadn't pooped in almost a week. You know, that is how long I didn't poop. Stay in the hospital for a very long time. I don't call it Port of Spain General Maros. Port of Spain General Maros have to call it at that time because boy oh boy, craziness was going on at that time in the hospital. Nurses, they seen them where I was, I could see certain nurses sitting down, doing nothing when patients calling for help, they're not helping them. But that beside the point, after staying there a couple of months, Andrew Allen, which is the same Johnny Walker and them family, Dewey link a shot for me to leave Port of Spain and go Mount Hope. Now, by the way, now is the gunshot wound with the broken teeth and the fake crowns on them, the crowns only falling off the teeth and dropping out. And then you see the little T-Rex teeth and then hanging out my mouth. And I had to go through that in the hospital, right through I can't eat food properly.
That's it by the side.
It falling out.
That's it by the side.
No, it's the ones in front. It's the one in front fall out. You forget the two front teeth. And with that now, end up getting transferred to Mount Hope. Within 10 days, get the operation. But they cut the leg, they put steel in it. So I have a piece of steel from my hip going down to my knee with 14 screws in it. Yep. You see when you like to cuff me and kick me, no laugh. I will put you when you do my again. He's doing for spite. With 14 screws in it, and couldn't walk for a while because I had a cast from my hip to my ankle. After coming out of the hospital, went and I got these crowns, which was these.
Long one.
The crown is, if you look at it properly, you see like a silver thing. That's the crown, right? I got them on too. And I had those in my mouth for 20 years. Now, why I say it was my best worst year? Yes, losing the teeth happened. Yes, the gunshot happened, but it gave me a lot of time to reflect on my life, to really course correct. Like, it gave me a lot of time to think, and I made a lot of adjustments after the gunshot and all of that. And things started to go the right way thereafter. Now, fast forward till today with this teeth. Now, I started to get some gum bleeds. My gum was bleeding a lot. But if you know me, I don't like to spend my money. If you know me, I will wait until it done, and then replace it. So I was getting the gum bleeds. I decided to go and check up on it last year. And what the dentist was saying then is that the gum receding and the teeth itself, like a losing bone on the teeth, so the teeth would fall out eventually. So like it just was the gum holding it, and there's some like little strands in the teeth still holding. So I have to either do a permanent fixture, a bridge, or dentures because I'm gonna lose the teeth. Real procrastinate, real stick on it, and then like 2 weeks ago. Yes, it's the fake teeth. Like 2 weeks ago, I started to get it was paining me. The teeth itself was kind of edged, man, irritated, man. Like, Kenita, this thing really irritated me now. But she was like, okay, come now, you go and start to see about it. Force me. Went, did the molds on it. I'm calling him. No, I don't want to. I don't want to right now. I went and did the molds on it. So I had the molds done, was just to set the date where they had to do the extraction of the two front teeth, because the other one, which was the one on the left, which I had to extract, it had like a cavity in it. So me biting that bone and hearing cracks, teeth was already gonna come out. Like literally, it was already gonna come out. Cracks, it was loud in my ears. Yeah, loud. The tooth was already gonna come out, and because I already had the molds on one cut, I just called the dentist. I was like, yo, this is what happened. She said, come and see me. When saw, she get the shading for the, what you call this thing? In the mouth. You call it the plate, what you call it? Dentures. Right. She got the color for it, went back the other day, and they pulled the other tooth, which was that one there, and then I had dentures in my mouth right after. Now I had to wait 2 months for the gum to heal properly before I do the bridge. Now, the temporary, not temporary, the operation one where you're putting in the teeth, in the gum, that is 25,000 per tooth. That's the permanent fixtures, 25,000 per tooth, plus you have to do bone graft.
Wow.
Yeah, you gotta pay for your temporary fixture, so that might come to like $70-something thousand. I was like, yo, you don't watch my soul.
You just spend all your money.
All my money, you know that is. I was like, that's too much money. And then they said the bridge would have been 5,500 per tooth.
If they take all that money, they have no home.
I have no money after. That is what would happen. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the bridge. And the bridge is say 5,500 per tooth. I'll do 6 of them because the 2 gone, you can't use the 2 to the side. You have to go from the canines, come right across. So it's 6 of them. Plus this plate thing in my mouth. I went back to the dentist again, cheaper for 2,500 per tooth. And so I paid like in total about 30,000. And I don't mind paying 30,000, but I had to wait 2 weeks before I get the bridge. So that's the long and short of the whole story of me and this teeth. I'm going to cut this boy here because just now you got me frustrated. These others normally go in a barber shop. When you have the barber go more talk than cut. That's just how these stuff function.
Let me see. Hold on.
How long the story is?
Hold on.
How long that story is?
30 minutes, boy.
See what I tell you? So it's 30 minutes I talk, then the next
Watch
30
now,
minutes
you're not barber, just shut up. That's what you gotta do. Just don't talk.
Barbers don't talk, barbers like to talk. When you hear let me tell you a story. So here why some barbers just talk. Some barbers have walk-in clients and some barbers have appointments. So if you have walk-in and appointments and you have the walk-in just sit down waiting, they just get frustrated. So you have to do things to entertain them, to keep them.
And I feel you just like to talk.
No, that is the truth about I'm telling that. That is why barbers today now they're charging so much. They're not taking walk-in strictly appointments. Make more money so nobody go.
Watch now, you know the AC on, right?
And no, like a hot fella.
How you sweating?
So right now, I play them amount until then.
Oh God, I wish I could take it
I
off.
can't take it off, man.
Wait, you want me to help you take it off? Let me take it off now.
Hey! Last night I went out and go fix it in my mouth.
And it couldn't come out.
And it stick.
Yeah.
I said, but who is that one, boy?
It was frightening.
I will add that to this video.
It was frightening. We have problems tonight. Problems. The problem is he put Fixodent in the mouth.
Fix.
And it fixed.
It ain't coming out.
No, but for real, it really not coming out. Oh my goodness. Well, that's good though. Because I was really watching how you was talking tonight, you know. I say, wait, look at this man opening his mouth. I was studying, like, what if it fall or kind of thing. But, like, it hold up good. He can't get it out. Problems.
What? Go on YouTube and see how to take one.
Tongue and mouth. Now you can remove your dentures whenever you need. Check out
Now you could remove your dentures whenever you need.
your dentures.
Daddy, you learn how to do it? You gotta get warm water. Get at it.
With that, we go on and get the full story of my best worst year.
Bye-bye.
Why it was my worst year is because of the craziness that happened. Why it was my best year is for the mere fact that I got to reflect, course correct, to marry that woman and have a child.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Life is so good.
We go on.